These Sunni fighters are known as the Sanadid, or the Braves. In the northeast of Syria, they represent the principal Sunni Arab force against the Islamic State organization.
At the moment, it's impossible to study, but when the war is finished and when we're done with these vermin, we'll go back to school.
With the jihadists close by, clashes happen almost daily.
You're aware of which roads they come by. They come in through the valleys.
The Sanadid benefit from air support offered by the international coalition, but they say they're lacking in almost everything else.
We're lacking in water. The lack of electricity causes problems when we need to recharge radios. When the Islamic State group attack us at night, we send signals from one unit to the other using tracer bullets.
Is this position under fire?
No, it's the next one.
They fired on the car, so we covered them from our position. It was an ambush. I saw 4 of them.
The car may be riddled with bullets, but the driver is unharmed.
We're used to it. It's not the first time it's happened. We'll fight to the death to free our land.
The Sanadid belong to the Bedouin tribe of Shammar, which has around 3 million members across the Arab world. Sheikh Hamidi is the leader of the Shammar in Syria.
He comes from Baghdad. That one's a sheikh from the Sharabi tribes. Here's a sheikh from the Thai tribes. There are no more armies, no more borders, so we have to defend ourselves.
It's Friday and Sheikh Hamidi is receiving a number of honoured guests. He says that the chaos engulfing the region shows the failure of Arab nationalism. Tribal affiliation has become even more important. However, in the common fight against the Islamic State group, this pragmatic leader has also decided to join up with Kurdish militants.
We're closely allied with our Kurdish fighting brothers. We support their decisions, especially if they can guarantee the unity of Syria.
However, the Shammar often come in for criticism by other Syrian rebel groups. Like their Kurdish allies, they avoid entering into direct combat with the Assad regime in Damascus.
We are not at war with the regime. We've gone past this question of whether we are for or against the regime. People just want security and a return to normal life. That's all.
Hamidi and his men see the Islamic State group as a bigger menace. The Sheikh says that his Bedouin ancestors had already fought against fundamentalist followers of Islam back in the 19th century.
You can't apply strict principles from centuries ago to our times. We were on the verge of forgetting Wahhabism and all the horrors we suffered, but this new wave of fanaticism is the worst of all. These days they're more savage than ever.
The Sanadid currently counts around 4,000 fighters, but even they were not completely immune to the Islamic State group's propaganda. The leaders of this training camp for new recruits say that early on in the struggle, some of the younger Shammar went over to the other side.
Some of the youth joined up out of greed, a desire to enrich themselves. Some were recruited by force. Others were brainwashed and started believing the illusion of the Islamic Caliphate.
The Sanadid are proud that they've managed to rally enough young soldiers to their own cause. They believe that only Arab militia like themselves are able to take back and hold land from the Islamic State group, Their days are now spent preparing for the next battle, which is never far away.